Happy Sunday, y'all. Today we are making shrimp, chicken, jerk, rasta pasta. And right here I am just cleaning my chicken breasts. These are thin sliced chicken breasts, and I believe I did use about 4 or 5 of them. But this meal requires chicken, shrimp, jerk sauce, seasonings, panini noodles, and some bell peppers. Now keep in mind that I only have red bell pepper, and I wasn't going back to the store. So we're just going to use what we have here and call it a day. I'm just going in with a few of my seasonings, onion powder, garlic and herb seasoning, a little seasoning, salt, and that jerk rub. I did use a little oil so the seasonings could stick to the chicken. Keep in mind, this is my kitchen, and although I love to cook, I am not a chef. So what you do in your kitchen ain't got nothing to do with what I do in my kitchen. So please don't come in the comments trying to be a kitchen cop. Thank you. Now with that being said, let's continue this video. After I was done, I went ahead and massaged all those seasonings into the chicken. And I also have some oil and butter getting hot in the skillet so that will be ready to go as soon as I'm done. I have been craving this meal for a very, very long time. But it took for my homeboy to tell me I need to cook. So here I am, cooking for one of my coworkers. Well, he's just not a co-worker. He is my friend, and I've known him for a very long time. So this is my brother. So DA, if you watching this, say thank you right now. Anyway, after you're done massaging those seasonings and flavors in, your chicken should look like. And if your chicken ain't well seasoned, baby, just go on and throw it in the trash, because I don't want that. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut my bell peppers up. And this is how I cut my bell peppers. You cut your bell peppers however you want to cut your bell peppers. But anywho, I cut mine the long way because that's what works best for me. Now if you want to dice yours, go ahead. It's all gonna taste the same. Although I wish I had some green bell peppers and I would have took a yellow bell pepper, but I only got this, so I'm gonna use what I have. Like I said, the butter was getting hot. Now I did overcrowd my pan because I don't have a bigger pan, obviously. I did have to flip these at least 3 times. And I'm not going to get a bigger pan because it's just me and my baby. Okay. But I did let these cook at least 5 minutes on each side, and I kept rotating them so they could cook evenly. Now I went ahead and unthawed some shrimp as well. Went ahead and cleaned them up. Took the tails off of those because they were already deshelled and deveined. I put those in the same skillet as the chicken. Set my chicken aside to rest, and I waited to cut them so they wouldn't be dried out. I let these shrimp cook at least 3 minutes on each side. Added some jerk sauce to those as well. Gave that a mix, and of course my water was boiling while I was doing so. I went ahead and poured those noodles right into the pot. Gave them a stir at least every 2 minutes. Cooked them for about 8. Some cold water over them and let them be. At this point, my shrimp was ready to be flipped, and I took them out and set them aside. I went ahead and cut my chicken up. And I never used this big old knife to cut, but I was just gonna make it do what it do. While we're here, let me just ask you, what is your favorite go-to meal on a Sunday? Mine is usually a soul food, comfort food type of vibe, but today I chose pasta. Well, Darian chose pasta, and I'm not mad at that. And by the way, my son loves pasta, so I know he will enjoy this meal. And this will last us for a few days, and I'm also not mad at that. But after I got done chopping up this chicken, it was time for the sauce. I went ahead and heated that pot right back up. Put some heavy whipping cream up in there. I let that get nice and hot. I sprinkled a little of the Parmesan cheese up in there, mozzarella cheese, and a few of those seasonings that I already used. I added a little more jerk sauce, gave that a mix, and let that just go ahead and heat up. And you want to keep stirring it so that the sauce don't get clumpy. Don't nobody want no clumpy sauce now. But as of now, I have the heat on low heat, so I'm just letting that do what it do. Let all that flavor simmer in. And I did have to make a second batch of sauce because I like my pasta saucy. And like I said, this skillet was way too small, so I had to do mine in batches. And that's fine with me. So yep, those are the seasonings I added back into the sauce, which was the Kinder garlic and herb seasoning, onion powder, the jerk rub, and I didn't add any more seasoning because the chicken already had it, and I did not want this to be a salty dish. I wish I could have prepared this meal with some garlic bread as well, but we ain't had none. And like I said, I'm not going back to the store because Sundays are my only days off, and I just be wanting to sit back and chill. Can you agree? Sundays are just a lazy day for me, but it does consist of cooking, cleaning, and reorganizing my home, getting my baby together for the week, getting me together for the week, and just making sure we got all that we need. Now, if you made it this far in the video, guys, I just ask that you support me. Please, supporting is free. I'm not asking you to come buy a dinner. I'm not even asking you to send me no stars. But what you can do, if you will, you just click that like button, maybe even the share button. And if you feeling generous, leave a cooking emoji in the comments. Thank you. Alright, now after adding that cheese, we want to go ahead and give that a stir because at this point it was getting a little thick. I went ahead and poured that chicken and shrimp right up in that pasta. Let them juices hit it. Poured those peppers in that sauce as well and gave that thing a mix. Now I'm going to be quiet for a second so y'all can see how saucy this pasta is. And yes, it does require that much sauce. So I'm just gonna let y'all go ahead and take a listen. And here's the second batch of sauce. I'm gonna stir it up and let y'all listen. Yep, that much sauce. So now we're just gonna go ahead and plate that thing up on my little fancy bowl. And I did go ahead and pair it with a sparkling water because I'm not taking in that much sugar at the time. But I hope you like this video and try this recipe. Thank you.